let's get started. Yeah, welcome back to KSR Datavision. So this is day three of our Power Platform batch. Okay, so here like we have started a series of on Power Platform. So we will be working on the Power Platform for 80 days. So this is day 3 of that. So now I will be telling you what we will be covering today. So like as most of you has attended the second session, so we have covered the Power BI desktop. I have given the detailed walkthrough of the Power BI tool. So today I will be covering what is Power BI service. Then second, we will be starting with the data modeling part. As you can see in the plan, today we have data modeling 1. So then we will start with the data modeling part. Okay. So before starting that, I want a quick recap of the class. So who will tell me what is ETL? Come on, guys.
Transfer load.
Okay, extract transform load. So can you please explain in one line, like what is extraction?
Extraction means we connect into different databases, and transfer means we transfer the data, which means clean the data according to requirement.
Okay, so in Power BI, which are two features are available?
Get data like Power BI desktop. From there, we used to get the data, and we used to clean the data through Power Query editor.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else likes to give it a shot?
ETL, ELT.
Someone is trying to explain, or like I'm getting some background noise. Brijesh, you are trying to say something?
Yeah, I just said like it's ETL, extract, transform, and load. Once we extract data from any databases,
Okay.
it calls extraction, transformation, and loading.
Okay, so Brijesh, can you tell me like what are the two types of ETL processes available through Power BI that we can achieve?
First is ETL, then second is ELT. We can directly extract data and load.
So basically in our course, we will be covering all these three. These are related to Power Platform. Got it, guys? So any other doubt that you guys have in the previous class? Guys, say yes or no so that we can get started with the content. I'm waiting.
It's clear, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then let's go ahead. So
Indrajit.
yes. Who's this?
Yeah, it's me, Chan. Okay, Chan Arif. I
Yeah.
mean, what is the difference between these all tools which you have mentioned, the 5 tools here, right? The Azure Data Factory.
Yes,
Can you
yes,
tell
yes.
me the difference?
So, okay. Yeah, Chan, I got your question. So basically these are ETL, these are the tools with which we can achieve the ETL process, extraction, transformation, load. So Azure Data Factory comes in Azure portal. Where is, sorry, Azure Data Factory, it is the product of Azure. Okay. Alteryx is the standalone application for that. This you need to install in Excel like Power BI, and then you need to work on that. So you can achieve the ETL process using Power Automate. You can achieve ETL process using data flows. Similarly, you can achieve using Power Query Editor. So basically these 5 tools are not end of the world. You can achieve the ETL process through anything, right? You can do this thing through Python also. So you will load the data, then you will perform various transformations using NumPy Pandas library, right? So then you will store the data into your databases. So then this is also data ETL process, right? So basically these are the few examples that I have given you. You might have listened about this as your data factory, right? Even you have not worked on, you must have listened it in YouTube ads.
Okay.
Right? Or this is the new thing for you, completely new. You have not listened this?
No. This, like this is the first time I heard this Data Factory.
Okay. No worries. So basically, this is the solution which will come in the Azure, where with which we can achieve ETL process. Okay. So Alteryx is another solution. Power Automate is another solution. So similarly, for visualization, we have 2 tools. One is Power BI, and other is Tableau. Okay. So basically, whenever you need to create a front end of reports, so then we can go for these 2 tools. So this Power BI is widely used because it is Microsoft backed, and the services that it is offering, it is top notch, and the licensing is also much cheaper. Okay. So I'll not go into licensing part. We will be covering that also once you have all the things ready. So I will be letting you know like what are the licenses cost, how you can convince your team leads to use this, right? So
Okay.
you might be working on a project where you need to create the CVA documents. CVA documents. CVA is nothing but cost benefit analysis, right? So then you need to
Okay.
tell the business like how much cost you are saving by putting this much cost, right? So if there is some cost saving only, then we will work on the project, right?
Hmm.
If there is no cost saving, so then we will not work, right? Cost saving is it can be in terms of many things, like it can be man hours reduction, right? So suppose we are working on something for 10 hours. So then once we have created the Power BI reports, it will take only 2 minutes time to get the insights, right? Because it is visually available. So then there will be reduction in the time, right? So suppose as of now, those insights, few people are working on that. Like suppose 4 people are working and they are getting with a certain number, like this is the sales for us, right? So then we have cost related to for those 4 people, right? So that will be replaced with the cost of Power BI. That is very nominal, like $20 per user per month. And if you go
Okay.
for capacity, it is $5,000. So that is like peanuts, right? For the big organization, even for small organizations also, right? $5,000 per year, right? Yeah. So this will be the content that we will be covering. So let me go back to Power BI and then let's get started. So I have already given you the walkthrough of the tool in the previous session. So those who have not attended, please go to the video that is there on YouTube already. So I have explained all these things, what will happen if you click here, what will happen if you click here, how to achieve, what are these 4 things, right? How to achieve various business things here, how to load the data, how to transform the data. Anyway, we will be covering today like how to load the data in data modeling part, but I have explained all this tool. So if you guys have any doubt in this, so you guys can ask. Obviously the guys who have attended the previous session, so they might have some doubt. If you guys have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise I will be moving to the Power BI service now. Do you guys have any doubt, guys? Say yes or no, please.
No, I don't have any doubt.
Okay. So let's get started. So now, like, how many of you are wondering, like, once we have created the Power BI report here, so then how we are going to share it with the various business users? Like, any one of you got this question?
Publish.
Yeah, we need to go and publish our report in our environment so anybody can see it online. We have to give the user access as well.
Okay. So yes. So basically for this also, I'll give you some more information, like what are the options available. Okay. So once you have developed your Power BI report in Power BI desktop, Power BI desktop. Okay, so this is where you will be developing your report. So now you need to share it with your users. So you have 2 options depending on your projects, depending on your organization. If you're working in a legacy organization, like you don't have like it depends on various parameters. So then there will be one option for Power BI report server. Okay, you can host your report here and you can share the link with the people, and you have to write one thing in the link. So obviously, like, we will not be covering this in the scope. This is very legacy thing, but I want you to be aware about anything and everything which is there. Okay, so there is one place where we can schedule the report. Similarly, we have other place to publish the report is Power BI service. As it is in server, so obviously, like, it will be on-prem and the service will be the cloud version of it. Okay, how many of you understand what is on-prem, what is cloud?
Cloud means it will store the data online. Okay, we can access whenever we want, wherever we want. There is no restrictions, limitation. On-premise means it's not related to cloud.
Okay.
Like hardware, like that we have to store. But access should be direct. We should be in that place. We cannot access directly any place, anywhere like that. It won't possible. I think so. As of
Yes,
as
yeah.
my
You are on point. It is correct. So basically, here in on-prem, there will be many functionalities which will be missing. Like you cannot schedule the refresh. You need to refresh the report manually. Like in the what to say, in your desktop, and then you need to schedule it. It is schedulable also, but most of the time you need to refresh it manually. Like there will be so many hiccups which will be coming. So right now in one of my project, we were using this Power BI report server, and guys, like it was very headache for us. Like if we are scheduling the refresh, the reports were not getting refreshed, and there were so many things which were coming. So most of the time, if server is down, so then people will not be able to access anything in that you have hosted here. So there will be a lot of downtime. Then you cannot use deployment pipeline here. And there are n number of features which is Power BI service offer that you can't use. So here in Power BI service, it is easy to share, right? Then we can use this schedule refresh. There will be load or downtime here. Then we can use the deployment pipeline. Similarly, we can have multiple developer support. So there are so many things that will be there. So this is how where we can host our Power BI report in Power BI report server and Power BI server. So we will be covering this Power BI service in our course. So now today I will be giving you the intro, like what we can achieve using Power BI service. Okay. So if you have to navigate to Power BI service, you need to search this Power BI service, or you can search app.powerbi.com. So this is the first link where you need to click. So then you will be navigated to this. So all of you got the credentials or not? Or I think you will be getting after the 5 classes. Okay. So once you are enrolled into the course after 5 classes, so Mahesh will create a credentials for you like this. Like if you can see here, for me, it is created Indrajit underscore Singh at the rate of KSR. So for you also, it will be created like this. So then you will have access to all these things. So this is how the Power BI service interface will look like. Okay. So previously, like it was only viewable. You can't create a report, but you can edit the existing reports. But now with the introduction of Fabric, we can create a report here also directly. But we will not be able to write the complex tags and complex functionalities here. But we can create simple reports here also. Like if you click on new report, so then you will be getting that, like from where you want to get the data, and from where you want to create, like all those steps we can do here also, that we are doing in Power BI desktop. Okay. So if we click on home, so here you can see all the reports which are there. So there will be one thing, my workspace. So I will cover it later. So then if you click on browse, so then here you can see like my workspace and which are the reports which are shared with me. So you can mark your reports to favorite. So similarly, one Lake Data Hub is the storage, which is tightly coupled with the Microsoft Fabric. So in one Lake Data Hub, you can store your data. So suppose previously I was getting data from SQL Server, right? And when I was explaining you the data, how to load the data, I explained get data, right? Where all the storage solutions were there. So one Lake Data Hub was also there, right? So we can get data from here also. So similarly in apps, like we can create various app on top of our workspace. So let me show you where app sits, like how we can create apps. Like I want to show it visually so that you are able to relate it. So once you have Power BI desktop, you will do the development, then you will host the report to Power BI workspace. So then on top of workspace, you will be creating Power BI app. Okay, so here you will do the development. So then you will host the report to Power BI workspace, and then you will be creating Power BI app. So basically when workspace is nothing but workspace will be the place. So suppose you are a team of 3 developers. Okay. Let me take Brijesh, Chan, and who will be the third one who will be working on Power BI in the same team. Let's take the example of Deep. Deep, you are the 3 developer who are working on Power BI reports. Okay, Brijesh is working on report 1, Chan is working on report 2, Deep is working on report 3. So now all 3 of you will be working on a report on your Power BI desktops, right? So then you can publish, all 3 of you will publish a report to a workspace. So suppose you are working on the same workspace. Like suppose you are working on a ABC organization and your project is suppose dummy project. Okay, so suppose this is your workspace name. So now you will click on publish button in the Power BI desktop. So then you will be publishing the report to here, R1, R2, R3. So now if you are giving the user to access to the workspace, even if you are giving the user access, that is the minimum access that you can give, so then they will be getting access to all these three reports. So now suppose you are working on some cost later data that is very sensitive. So you a user related to R1 doesn't want to see this, and they are not supposed to see R3 data. So similar to others also. So then in that case, what you will do is there are other things also, like you can apply row level security and all those things. But you can share the report to these peoples also. That will also I will be sharing you, like how to create a shareable link and all. So what you will do is you will create 3 Power BI apps on top of the workspace. Okay, so you will create a Power BI app that will have only R1 report. Similarly, you will create another app that will have R2. Similarly, you will create another app that will have only R3. So then you will be sharing this app among all the users. So how to share this? So suppose you have for Orban, the audience is 100 people, right? So if you are writing the 100 email one by one, so that will be too hectic for you guys, right? So for that, what you can do is you can simply create a Azure Active Directory group. So Active Directory group. So guys, don't get overwhelmed by the word Azure Active Directory group. This is nothing but you can relate it to a WhatsApp group where many people are there. So suppose your 100 people are there in the Azure Directory group. So then you will give access to this Azure Active Directory group. So all the 100 people will get access to this Power BI app. So similarly, suppose you want to share this app to entire organization. So then you will be getting an option to share the app to entire organization. So then you will be able to share your app in one click. So suppose you are working on a organization name as KSR. So then everyone with the domain name KSR consultant services will be able to access this app. Okay, guys, got it? Any doubt?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
In Power BI services, how many apps we can able to create? Sir?
In Power BI service, how many apps you are able to create?
Yeah.
You can create as many apps.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, please keep asking doubts so that I will also get some feeling. Okay, you guys are learning something, right? If only I am explaining, that means like I'm getting feeling. Okay, you guys are not getting anything.
Indrajit, this Power.
And sir, one more thing, like, sorry.
Yeah, one by one, please. Yeah, go ahead.
So do we need to create gateways? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, gateways
For
also.
offline, sir, for
Yeah.
online databases like like that.
No, for online databases, it is not required. But for suppose you are working on MongoDB, right? So MongoDB is not supported by Microsoft Tech Stack, right? So so there was a requirement where I have worked. So we need to get the data from MongoDB. So all of you know MongoDB is a NoSQL databases. So you guys know what is the difference between SQL and NoSQL?
Yeah, we do.
No, I don't know.
Okay, guys, please bear with me. So
I guess
basically,
SQL is
yeah,
SQL is relational and NoSQL is non-relational.
yes.
Like that.
So do you want me to explain that? What is SQL and NoSQL?
Yeah, little.
Yes. Okay, then let me. Yes, we will come back to the question. Let me explain first what is SQL and NoSQL. Okay, SQL and NoSQL. So basically, SQL databases are nothing where we have the data stored in the relational format. Relational format is nothing, if you say in the layman terms, where we have the data stored in the tabular format. Okay, so it will be like this: name, ID. One name can be ABC, DEF, and 1, 2. So these are relational databases. So NoSQL databases are nothing but where we can store data in the form of objects. So now there is a high chance like you might not be knowing what are objects. Objects are nothing but, so suppose like student. Okay. So in this we will be having ID, we will be having name, we will be having GUID of the student, we will be having address. So everything will be stored related to a student in this object, in the form of object. So here we have this is what we call NoSQL databases. So what are the examples of NoSQL and NoSQL? For SQL we have MySQL, we have PostgreSQL, Okay, for NoSQL, we have MongoDB. And there is one more in Azure also that I'm not able to recall the name. So basically, I guess it is, there we will be using Cassandra API, Graph API, and there is one more API that we will be using. I'm not able to recall the exact name of that. That is related to Azure Cosmos DB. Yeah, this is Cosmos DB. So this is the one that we will get with Azure subscription. This is third party like MongoDB, and these are the NoSQL databases. So basically now you understand, right? So to process the relational databases, it is very easy for Power BI, right? It also works with a tabular format. So when you are processing this NoSQL databases, so then it will take some headache to that, right? Various references will be created. It will be converted into SQL databases like relational format, and then it will be loaded into Power BI. So we don't have direct connector available for MongoDB. So how we need to connect this? We need to set up ODBC. We need to install the ODBC driver to our system, and then we need to connect through MongoDB in your Power BI desktop. So when you will be publishing the report to Power BI service, so then you need to create a gateway for that. So then in that gateway, you need to configure the ODBC by writing the credentials, and then you will be able to get the data in the Power BI service. Okay.
No. Yes.
Can you please repeat?
Okay. I think it got too messy. Let me clean the slate and then try again. You want me to repeat everything or a particular part, Chan?
Just like the, you said like flow, right? The step by step.
You are clear with what are SQL and NoSQL?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone is clear, like what are SQL and NoSQL? So if I am asking you guys tomorrow, you will be able to explain me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So let me tell you what are that. So suppose you are working on a Power BI report. Let me try to create visualizations. Power BI report. We have data source. You guys are able to understand my writing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is our data source. Okay. So now you need to load the data to this. Okay. So directly, if you go to the get data and if you have explored like on Saturday, Sunday, or whenever you got time, so you must have seen MongoDB is not available there. Okay. So now like you guys must was having doubt a few classes back, like what will happen if data source is not there, right? So then like most of the sources are already supported if there is third party source. So why it is third party? Because it is not from Microsoft. Okay. So now how Power BI will get the data? So Power BI will install the ODBC driver here. ODBC. So this ODBC driver will interact with this MongoDB, and Power BI will interact with this ODBC driver, and it will act as an interface, a bridge between Power BI and MongoDB to get the data. Okay. Clear up to this point, Chan?
Yes.
Okay. So now you have developed the Power BI report. You have created the visualizations, you have created the relationships, and you have created the data modeling things, and all those things are done. So now you want to publish this report to the Power BI service. Okay. So once you have published the report, all things will go to the Power BI service. So now in Power BI service, obviously you will not be going there and you will be refreshing it manually, right? You need to schedule a refresh. So you need everything to get automated, refresh automatically, right? So suppose you are working
Yes.
in a what to say, client who work for US, or you are in US and you're working for a client who is in India, and they want to get their data refreshed in the real time, like whenever they are available. So suppose I'm working in India and the client is working in US, so they want to get the data refresh when like India time is 2 a.m. So I will not wake up and refresh it, right? So then I will schedule the refresh. So for scheduling refresh, we need to add the data source credentials. We need to authenticate all the data sources. Okay. So for there, what we need to do is, here we have created this, right? So similar thing is required there also. Like gateway is required. In gateway, we will configure all the data sources like this ODBC one. So once it is configured, so then like our report will already be in Power BI service. So then after that, we will schedule the refresh and everything will work automatically.
Okay.
Aligned?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Anyone
Sir, one
else?
question here.
Yeah.
So once we connect with the old ODBC driver, can we
Hanji.
also add an different Excel source? Like currently in my project, I had connected with uh, data source as SQL Server, and yesterday, like they had requested to add a Excel, but the auto refresh failed when I added.
So where your Excel was there?
Excel was there in my local.
Yes, it will fail. So basically, why it will fail? So you are having the Excel in your local, right? So let me tell you. So now you have everything here. You have, let us add one more thing here. So you have Excel reference here, right? So now you have not added Excel to any gateway also. And similarly, you have not added Excel to Excel to any cloud solution also. And you are planning to schedule refresh this. Okay, so it will not happen. And in ODBC also, there is no need to add the Excel file. What you can do simply is you will be having OneDrive for your project, right? For your organization. You will be having your personal OneDrive also. Like suppose you are working on in a ABC organization. Okay. So you will be having the OneDrive for this, right? So what you can do is you can host this Excel file to your OneDrive, and then in data source, you will authenticate the OneDrive connection with your credentials. Okay. So then you will schedule the refresh and it will work. So there is no need
Or to
to
the
go. Sorry.
or maybe to SharePoint also.
Yeah. OneDrive, SharePoint, anything will work.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So basically, these are the cloud solutions, right? So you don't need gateway or anything for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. No worries. Anything else, guys?
But simply it will not work if it's on his local drive.
No. If it is on local drive, then it will not work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Power BI report can 2% can work simultaneously?
Yeah. So basically, previously it was not available. So if I'm explaining that thing to you guys now, so it will go like over the head, and I don't want to break the rhythm. So as I think Deep also mentioned in the previous class, so I will be covering that. Even if like it is not supported in KSR infrastructure, like for that premium workspace is required, I will give you the flowchart how to create that. I will be giving you the demonstration. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, is there any way to remove the gateway? Like I had mapped that Excel and there is no option to delete that.
No
So
option
in
to.
in the gateway connections, it shows to SQL and file path, like the URL of the desktop, but I'm not able to delete it.
Yeah, so basically these questions you will not get once you have like gone through this. So basically what is happening, so you have the Power BI service report there, right? So let me explain. So guys, I'm going too deep. So I hope you guys are not getting bored, right? You guys, it is exciting, or you want me to go through the textbook
No,
things?
first let's go through the topics which you have in mind. Then these are special instances, right? That troubleshooting part. That
Yes.
if you have time, yeah, please. Thank you.
Yes. So basically, this thing I will explain you here itself. So I have explained you about this data source setting, right? So you can go to your report and check data source settings if you have the connection available there. So then automatically, like that is why you're getting reference there. Otherwise, like it should not get there. Okay. You have to clear the permission and remove the data source from here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. So like we were on Power BI service. So let's go back to the Power BI service, what we can achieve. So I think you are clear with Power BI apps now, right? So similarly, we can
Indeed.
have.
Actually, I have a question about this. This Power Apps and Power BI apps it's totally different or the same?
It is different. So now here we are creating an app on top of your Power BI service. So basically, you are giving the sleek look and feel to various customers. So if you are sharing this with the customer, so then they will be having access to all these things, right? Workspaces, all other reports.
Okay, got you.
Getting me?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically the main thing that you will be working with is the workspaces. So you will be having different type of workspaces. One will be the My Workspace that you will be getting directly with your KSR ID. So here you can add and publish all your reports. Okay, so you can click on new, you can upload from here also, you can upload from Power BI desktop directly, you can click on publish and it will get uploaded. You need to select the workspace and it will get uploaded. Okay, so similarly, like there are many things that we can achieve in workspace that I will not be covering as of now. So once we have are publishing the report to the workspace, I will tell you how to schedule the refresh, how to add the data sources, how to configure gateway, all those things I will be covering. So similarly, like this setting icons, from here we can do various things. We can manage your connections, gateway, Power BI settings. So all these things, admin portal. So for this we have dedicated session. So all these things we will be working. So you guys are now familiar with this, right? Power BI service.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys. So now let's get started with the data modeling part. So now what we will do is we will get the data from the Excel that we have used earlier. Now we will perform some operations there. We will do some calculations. We will create some columns. I would try to use as much as transformation that we can use, and then we will load the data. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I would try to bifurcate the data into 2-3 tables so that like we can cover the relationships part also from this data itself. Okay, so right now the data is in my local system. So I will be going on get data and then I will click on Excel workbook. Okay, this is the sales detail that we have for Flipkart, the laptop sale details. Let me load it. So I have only one table in my Excel sheet. So I need to select this. So now I have one question for you guys. What is the difference between load and transform data? Can someone explain?
Load will
We can
directly
directly
get
load
loaded
into
here,
Power BI
and
desktop. Transform data means there we can change the data, which means
Okay,
we
guys.
can clean the
Yes.
data.
Yeah. So as we are on this, so we can perform the data into we can load the data into 2 modes. So if we are working with Excel file, it will work in import mode only. So suppose you are working with the SQL databases or any data storage solution. So then there are 2 modes in which we can load the data. So can someone explain me, like only name the mode, like what are 2 modes which are available? I think some of us have already
Query
worked.
import and live.
Sorry.
Direct query import and load. I mean live.
Direct query, import and mixed, right?
Live, sorry. Which means that is different.
Okay.
Direct, import and live. These
Yes,
are
yes.
the 3 modes.
Yeah, live is equivalent to direct query only.
Yes, yes. Live
Yeah.
and direct query are same.
Okay. So Deep, you are trying to say something?
No, direct import and mix mode.
Yes. So if someone of you wants to explain, you can, because I think this is the most important thing that someone needs to be aware if you are preparing for interviews also. So this is the thing that they will ask, like in how many data storage mode we can connect the data sources. So data storage modes, as Deep and one more guy mentioned, direct query.
Data connection modes. Sorry.
Data connection or storage, it is same one and the same thing only. So import mode, and third is mixed. So who would like to explain? Just explain in one line. So then I'll explain in detail.
Mixed
go ahead.
means both the combination of direct query and import mode.
Okay. Yes. And what is direct query?
I think once we connect the data source, right, we can give the query based on,
direct query directly get data into Power BI desktop.
Okay.
So which is offline application.
Okay. What is import mode?
Complete in direct query, the complete data is get into Power BI desktop. In live connection or in direct, sorry, in direct query and live connection, we can, there is no data tab option will be available. In import mode, we can get complete data into Power BI desktop. There we can able to perform all the data transformation. In direct query and live connection, there we can't able to perform the data transformations since there is no data tab available under Power BI desktop.
Okay, yeah, got it. So guys, like as Suresh explained, right? Okay, so basically, as I explained by Suresh, like mixed is nothing but import plus direct query, the combination of both. So let me explain first what is direct query. So suppose your data is sitting in this SQL Server or any storage device. This is your data storage solution. Okay, your data is here. So now you guys will be working on a Power BI report on the desktop, right? This is your Power BI desktop. I will be writing now PVI. PVI means Power BI. Okay. So now there are two modes which are available. So one will be the import and second will be the direct query. So in import mode, we will not copy the data from here and take it into our Power BI engine. So basically we will create only reference here. So suppose you are working on this data here. So suppose you are working on a table named as students. So suppose you need the data of only those students who are in US. Okay, location is US. So then what you will do, you will write a same like simple SQL statement like select star from students where location equals to US. Okay. So then you will write this query and there will be two options available here. Like whether you want to go for import mode or you want to go for direct query. So like what will happen if you click on here? If you click on import mode, it will get the data of these students. Suppose there are 100 students, and then it will copy the data and it will store the data into PVI engine. So PVI engine is nothing but the storage which is available in Power BI desktop itself. Okay. So now, like what will be the benefit of loading the data? You will be able to create customizations, transformations you will be able to do. So by transformation, what I mean is you will be able to create calculated columns, calculated measures. You will be able to perform various other functionalities there, like you can create custom relationships. So all those things will be available. So now suppose you click on this direct query. So in this direct query, now this 100 rows will not get copied and saved into the Power BI engine. But what will happen is, like there will be a reference that will be created to this 100 rows and this Power BI engine will refer to that. Like the actual data will not get copied. Only the reference will be created. So now, like what are the what to say consequences of both the things? So a direct query will be little slow as compared to import mode. So you guys like might be knowing now like what, right? Why it is slow. So because in import mode we have the data in Power BI desktop itself. So you need to what, like it is very close here, right? It is integrated. So now you need to get data from here itself in import mode. So that's why the visual will load very fast. And in what to say, in direct query you will be getting here. So then you will be making a call to this data, then it will respond back. So then Power BI engine will read from here. So then it will take a lot of time. So now, like when to use both. So direct query will be used when you have a lot of data and you don't want any customizations to be done. So suppose you are doing some customizations in your cubes and all those things. So that are different thing. I don't want to go there. So suppose you have the data ready in the database, you don't want to create any column, you don't want to clean the data. So then you can go for direct query. So if you want to clean the data, if you want to create various column, business logic in Power BI, so then import mode is recommended. So what there is one limitation of import mode. You can store only 1 GB of data in Power BI engine. So if your data is exceeding 1 GB, so then like import mode will not be the feasible one. Okay. So this was about direct query and import mode. So if the question is asked regarding this in your interview, so you guys can explain like this. This is the optimal explanation that you can explain. And what is mixed? Mixed is nothing but suppose you are having two data sources. Like suppose there are two data sources and you want to connect with one in import mode and other with the direct query. So then in that case, the data source for that report will become the mixed data, so data storage connection. Okay.
I have one small question.
Yes.
For enterprise license also, we have only 1 GB of storage.
Yeah, so basically this is Power BI desktop storage. So it doesn't depend on license. This
Okay.
is a desktop storage that you have the solution in your system installed.
Okay. What about the service one? Like,
so as far as I know, so basically storage we can't extend, I guess, but we can, if you have the good license, not good license, basically how the license are divided: pro, premium. So if you have pro license, so then you will be able to schedule the refresh 8 times day, then 48 times. So then there are many other things which are available. So if you want to get more details, so there is, you can simply type Microsoft Power BI license. So then you will be getting all the details, their pricing and what will be the features and all those things.
okay, so in enterprise also there is 1 GB of storage only
Yeah,
for.
it is on import mode basically. So if you are working through direct query, you can load 10 GB of data also, like it will be reference only, right? So basically, why there is a limit? So suppose now you are loading the data, 100 GB of data in your Power BI desktop in the import mode. So then you can, how many of you have worked with Excel? So like if you have created
Yes.
some calculation in the Excel, so if the underlying data is in like lakhs of rows, right? So you can sense like how your Excel is performing, right? It will perform very slow, it will go into not responding state, all those things, right? So performance will decline. So due to that only, like Power BI has some limit. So if suppose you are loading as much data as you want, so then your Power BI will not perform optimally, right?
Yeah, so the direct query is the helpful part there.
And the other is the budget.
We
For
have
Pro
a
access, we can be able to access only up to 10 GB.
Sorry.
For Pro access, we can manage data up to 10 GB. For premium per user, we can be able to access data, manage the data up to 100 GB.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like it depends on premium licenses and pro license, that the details will be available in the website. So if you want to get all these nuances, like how many times refresh, how many data is available, so that details I don't have on fingertips. So you guys can go there. Like this is a website I have told you. So you guys can get more details from there.
okay, thank you.
Okay. So basically there is a lot of information. So this was about data storage mode. So you got the gist of it. Concept is clear, right? So no one is going to ask you these things like how much data can be loaded and all those things. So you basically you must be aware about like what are this import and direct query. So now let's go to the transform data.
In
Yes, please.
actually mixed means it is like live connection, no?
Mixed mean combination of live plus import mode.
Okay.
Yes, let me tell you. So now I have
Means some tables will be directly connected, some table will be correct.
yeah, correct. So basically, so can someone tell me like I have
Well,
connected the
we're good. Yeah, let's continue with your flow, what you had to continue.
Yes. Yeah. So I will accommodate that account in the doubt here only. So basically, can someone tell me like which is the model we are using here now?
Import, right?
Yes. So this is the import mode, right? We have loaded the data to our Power BI engine. Now we have everything available here. We can perform merge query, append queries. We can remove the rows. We can create new columns. All these things are available, right? So now this the mode of this Power BI file is import mode. Okay. So now let me tell you. So suppose you want to get the data from SQL Server. There is one SQL Server which is available. So I want to get the data in direct query mode. There will be SQL Server name, then database, then there will be in advanced option you can write the query as I mentioned. So then if you click on OK, so then there will be one more query which will be created here. That will be nothing but the new table that will be connected in the direct query mode. So in that case, the storage mode of this report will become mixed because it will have import mode connection also and direct query mode connection also. Got it, guys?
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's get started. So first of all, let's try to change this. The actual price, the data type is ABC123 means like it is text. So I want this to be a whole number. Let's change the data type. So now the data type is changed. So now there are few errors which are coming, right? So now what you want to do with these errors, guys? Tell me. Like there is no correct answer to this. If you say to me, if I want to improve, remove, I will remove. If you want me to replace, I will replace. So basically this is the main intention, that's why I have taken the one session, because now you are aware, right, which are the options which are available on this. Or still like you are not aware. If you are not aware, then that is also fine. I will explain again, but guys, please give me the answer. You got the question?
Yeah,
Can you
yes.
repeat?
Yeah. So what you want me to do with these errors? You want to replace or delete?
If we delete, we lose the data, right? We need to be replaced then.
Yes, it depends on requirement to requirement basis. So you might be working on a data, so like where the price is null, and you will be creating visualization around prices only. So then in that case, losing the data is not an issue, right? So suppose you might be working on a visualization. So there we need to you need to count the product name, like how many how many computers and laptops were there which were getting sold on the Flipkart Big Billion Day sale, right? So then like if you are removing the error, so then those laptop count will also decrease, right? So then due to that, like there will be discrepancy in the numbers that you will be reporting and the management will be expecting, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's try to replace here, because as we have already checked, like the price will be null for those. So let's try to add a price for that. So guys, I want you to guide me how to change the type, how to change the error. I'm expecting this question from who are working as a first time on Power BI, because I think for Deep it will be cakewalk, and other who have already worked on Power BI, it will be cakewalk for them.
There is an option like there is a change type, right? Here in the applied steps.
Yeah, change type will change the data type that we have already changed. Now I want to replace the errors.
Okay, just right click
Right click
their
on it and
actual price.
Okay.
You will get the menu, right? There
Yeah.
is duplicate column, replace value.
Replace values. Are you sure?
Just remove impity.
Yeah, I'm not
Replace
sure.
errors.
Replace error. Okay, error. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. No need to be sorry. We are here to learn. So we will learn together. We'll grow together. Okay. So we are putting this value. Why I am putting this value? So suppose I want to create a filter. I want to exclude these all values where the price was null. So I will create a visual level filter, and I'll select this value, and it will automatically filter all the values where the value was null. Okay. So this is how we are done with this actual price. Now we have the clean data here in the text format. So I don't think we need to change this product ID. It is already text, and the values are alphanumeric only. So then product name also, it is not required. We will try to extract some information from the product name, like what will be the RAM size and all those things. Okay. Yeah, Yogi.
Indrajit, there is the column that like discount price. There is have like an empty some the -1 like 1% the empty.
Yeah.
We need to replace or else we need to remove that one.
Yeah, like it is what to say, it is acceptable, right? There can be few items which don't have any discount.
Okay.
Why we need to remove?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay. So from here, like we can extract various things. So while you're working on your real projects, so you will be getting this. So I have explained you about NoSQL databases, right? So suppose in NoSQL databases, you have connected to the databases. So basically in NoSQL, like it will automatically convert the data. So suppose you are connected to one table, and when you are connecting to the Power BI, it will break the data into 5 tables, because Power BI will work on this relational model, right? So might be like there will be a string from where you need to get all the details. So from here, like you need to get like what is the processor, Intel is there, Rise, AMD is there, right? So you might need to get the data for this. Similarly, you might need to get the size of this SSD, like how much is the size of SSD. Then you might need to get the size of RAM from here. So you need to work all this string manipulation. So we will try to fetch all the data from this string in the DAX, because here if I am trying, So it will be too complex and it will go over from you. So we will try it. So then let me see if we can do anything else here. So in discount price, we have the data type as whole number, and that is correct. So if it is 123, that means it is a whole number. If it is ABC 123, that means it is a text. If it is only ABC, so then that means, yeah, you can check from here. Like if it is dollar, then fixed decimal number, 1.2 means decimal number, percentage mean this. So all these things are available here. These things are very nuances, but like this will be required while you are working on the things. So now suppose I want to convert this into text. So suppose there are two products and I want to calculate like on all the laptops how many ratings, how much ratings we have received. But if we want to add here, we will not be able to add this, right? Because this is the string, 7 ratings, 1805 ratings, 6977 ratings. So now how I can get the text number from here? Can someone explain?
First split the number and the text.
Okay, how to do that? Okay, we need to click on right click again here, then split column. So basically there are multiple way to do that. There is split column function available here also. So if you will be clicking here only, so then also it will work the same way. If you click here, so then also it will work the same way. So we will try to do it by delimiter. So we have the space there, right? So let's try to, which occurrence I should select here by keeping the data in mind.
Space.
Actually, we shouldn't do
Space.
Yes, space I have selected, but it is
replace the values.
Leftmost delimiter.
Leftmost delimiter. Okay. Yeah, someone is saying to replace the reviews with the space. So that also we can do. So basically there are
the delimiter value. Actually, we should replace that text to 0 something. Then we will have that complete data into numeric.
Yes. That also, like there are multiple way to achieve a thing here, right? In data modeling part. So basically, so then here, if we are splitting the column, it is the out of the box function available here. So if you are replacing,
Splitting
so then
also we can able to do, but it is a very lengthy process. Replacing is very simple.
okay, it is lengthy process. What you are saying?
Splitting also is we can able to do. We can split the data and we can remove, but it is lengthy process. But if you go with replacing values, it is very easy process.
Lengthy process. How it is lengthy process? Can you please explain to others?
So here we will split this by using spaces. So then we will get numeric value into one column and this text data into another column.
Okay.
So the rating nil, this we don't require. Then what we will do, we will remove that column to waste of time. Instead of that, we can directly replace value. That ratings we can replace with empty space. Then we will get only that text, numeric data only.
Okay. And suppose you have a very long string after this, like reviews, and there are some other string which is written.
Here we having only this. If we have,
Yeah, and long string. Yes.
Long string, like in the first column, we having long
different,
string.
different. Suppose one reviews, and in third column, it is review. Then in fifth column, it is written something else, reviews count, and in eighth column, it is reviews given. So all those things are written. So then replacing will not be a good option, right? So you need to create as many replaces, like how many variant are there.
Yeah, it is time taking replacing values.
Yes. So that's why, like whenever you have these kind of scenarios, so split is recommended. Like here in our data set, by chance we have the same string available. So if you are getting the data directly from some Power App, okay, and where the field is text, so then Sukesh, you might use the app and you will write the reviews as review, right? And then I might come and I might create a typo there. I will write as REVW. Right? So then Brijesh will write reviews count, right? So then there will be different variant which will be coming here. So in that case, we need to split the column. Then we will delete. and then if something else is there after converting, we will try to replace that. Got it? The approach that you told, that was also not wrong. That is also perfect to the point. Okay, so that is all like the much optimized one also. But here, because we have the data by chance like that, we have the data same in all the rows, so that's why it is like preferred. But ideally, like we, on the basis of various data, these things you will get with the experience. Once you have worked on various reports, so then automatically you will think, okay, here we need to use split, okay, here we need to use replace. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope everyone else also got it.
Yeah.
Like what was the scenario? Okay, guys. So now we will click on OK, and we will split the data. Okay. So now we have nil. So for nil, let's try to first of all, let's get rid of this. We are not requiring this thing. So now let's change this to whole number. So we know like why we are getting error, because the data is there. The null was there. So now let's try to replace the null with 0. Null means like we don't have any row review, right? So we can replace that with 0, right? Right, guys?
Yes.
Replace error.
Just
we will replace
replace.
with 0. Okay, let's rename this also. So now we are through with this. Now this is the description, and this is the link. So we will be keeping link also. I will be letting you know how to create conditional formatting. Like once you click on the button in the visual, and it will create various things. It will basically redirect you to the browser. So once you click on the button, how many of you have clicked on the button somewhere and it is getting what to say? It is getting redirecting to the new web page, like hyperlink, right? Hyperlink, you know. So we will create hyperlink also. So now let me tell you what are these append and merge queries. Okay, I will be.
One means where we will get row counts will be increases. Merging means it will act as a joint concept.
Yes. So in both the things, row count will increase, right?
Oh, merging means column count will be increases. It will act as a joint, left joint, right joint, inner joint, like that. Append means union like that.
Correct.
Row count will be increases.
Yes. So most of us here will not. I am assuming like most of us here will not be aware about Junior and Junior all. So let me explain it in another way. So now what I am doing is I am trying to have the data related to Intel laptop in one table, and related to another in another table. Okay. So let me try to filter out the data with the contains keyword. Wherever Intel is there, I want to have the Intel data in one table. So there are total 736 laptops which have Intel processor. Okay, so this is our Intel one. Intel. Okay. So now I want to have only AMD related processor here. Okay. So now basically you have two tables. So now you want to create a resulting table, which will be the combination of these two tables. What our requirement is, that table will have the data of all the laptops, irrespective of their processor, whether they are from Intel or from AMD. So I want to have the data of all the processors. So then what we will do is, so basically the requirement is to join the two tables without on the basis of the logic is nothing. We need only to append the table. So then here you can see like it is getting appended below the other. So then you will be clicking on this append queries. So there are two options. So one is append queries, and second one is append queries as new. So if you will be clicking on append queries, okay, never mind. So if you will be clicking on this append queries, so then what will happen? The data of the Intel table will get appended into this table. So if you will be clicking on append queries as new, so then there will be a new table that will be created. So I want to append 2 table. We can append 3 or more tables also from this interface. So for me, I have only 2 tables that I want to append. I want to append Intel below the AMD. So then I will click on OK. So then look here, there is one more table which is created, which is a combination of these 2 tables. Okay. So suppose you don't want to create this table. So you want to append the data here itself. So then what you will do, you will click on this append and it will append the data here. So now let me tell you like whether it is appended or not. Just keep your eyes here. Like for Intel, there was 766 row, 736. For here, it was 203. For append, we have 939. That is like the plus of all these 2 tables. So this is append queries. Clear append queries?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So this is about append queries. So merge queries, like I will try to have another data set and then I will explain. That will be much better because thereby, like if data set is not there, I'll try to create the data here itself. So let's keep it for next session. So then, like suppose now you want to create a column. So what column you can create, like if on the basis of suppose a review only, how much we have the exact more item. Okay. So we have if any item has more than 500 reviews, I want that item to be what to say, most selling. Okay. And if it is having less than 500 reviews, so then that means that item is like it is in mediocre range. It is not getting sold much. Okay. So then I need to create a column on top of this. So then there are multiple ways to create that again. Like we can create on the basis of DAX also. That will be much easy. So now what we will do is we will try to create the column from here itself with the help of add column. Okay. So we will click on this conditional column. Let's try to achieve it using conditional column. If it is not achievable, we will do with this custom column. So in custom column, we need to add the Power Query data script. In conditional column, we can do everything from the UI itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So what will be the column name that we need to select here?
Reviews.
Sorry, reviews, right? So
Yeah.
reviews equals to what should be the operator that we need to select here
Is greater
in a requirement?
is greater than or equal to.
Greater than or equal to. All right. If it is more than 500, so then what should be the output? Like we can write loved by people.
Output, that is the column, right? Output.
Yeah, that will be the column.
Okay.
Okay. And we will add one more condition. Else if reviews, what we will write, greater than or equals to 0, right? Because for 0 there is no review, right?
Yeah.
So then what we will write, needs attention, right? So what should be the column name here? Give me any column name.
Review sheet.
Customer feedback, right? Or customer sentiment analysis. Let's keep it at feedback only. Okay. So once you click on OK, so you can add the else statement also here if you want, where like 0 is there. So what we will try to add here is no reviews, or let's add it one more like good thing, no data available. Okay. So once you click on OK, so then there will be a column which will be created. Look how easy it is. We have created everything from the UI itself. So what we have mimicked here, the if else logic, right? Correct. So this is how you can create columns here. So similar thing you can achieve using the kind of script also. If you click on this custom column, so here you can write that Power Query formulas. Okay. And similar, suppose you don't want to do with this also, with conditional column also, you can achieve it using DAX also. That I will be explaining you once we have the data loaded. Got it?
Yeah.
So similarly, suppose now you want to have the index column also. So you can create an index column with the click of button. You want to start your index from 0 or 1? I want to start it from 1. look, it is added. How easy it is. Got it, guys, with me?
Yeah. So we just created the new column in the first table, right?
Yeah, in the first table.
Yeah. So if you want to append to the next table, sorry, the second table, the same column, is it?
Yeah.
Can you use that?
Yes. So basically, it now like it come to the nuances. So when append will work, when append will not work. So accidentally I created it in first column. It should be created here also. So now let me show you. So now if you click here, check here the output of append. So now the schema got changed, right? In first table we have like 11 columns. It has 9 columns. So now if you go to the append, so then here column will be created, but it will be null for all those columns which were there in AMD.
Why? I mean,
okay, let me tell you why. So
the same data we append, right?
okay, yes. Let me give you a brief example. So how many of you have doubt? Why? Just give me yes.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, suppose we have one table which has AMD data, right? This is AMD data. And second is Intel data. Okay. This is the Intel data. So we have processor name. Okay. We have processor type. And we have the price. Okay. For Intel also, we have processor name. We have processor type. And we have price. Okay. Similar, previously our data was like this, right? Processor name was A and type was 2, price was 20. Okay. And it was B, type was again 2, price was 40. So now here it was I3, I5, price was 40, 60. Sorry, this type was 40, 60 processor type, and price is 60K, 100K, suppose. So now you have performed the append query on this. Okay. So now append query will do nothing, as we have the data same, like it should be same, PT, price, PN. Okay. So now the schema is same, right? So what will happen? A new table will be created, which will have PN, PT, price, right? A, B, 2, 2, 20, 40, and then it will take this data 30, I3, I5, 40, 60, 60K, 100K, right? This was happening at the first point. So now in our case, what we did, we have created new column here. That is customer feedback, right? What we don't have the customer feedback here. So now in this case, what will happen? A new column will be get created here, customer feedback. Okay. So now it is not there, right? In this table, AMD1. So now here it will be as null, and here suppose it is most loved, and here it is needs attention. So then most loved will be copied here, needs attention will be copied here. This is how it will work.
Got it.
Got it?
So first, okay. I mean, there is another scenario like we added one column in AMD table.
Yeah.
Customer feedback, and
yes,
AMD table we can append to Intel, right?
Yeah. Then in that case, like it will
will
become null here, and you will get the data from that table here.
Got it.
Got it? I hope everyone got it.
Thank you.
Yes. So this is how the this is what the scenario is happening. So now, like we need to create the same column there. So let me copy the code from here. So now we have created this column here, right? While I was explaining, I did not realize like the column should be created in the append table. So now, like there is one shortcut to copy that. So I will be giving you that also. So this is how the code will look like, right? So in this step, we have calculated this. So let's copy this step, additional column, cancel. If you don't want to create that here, let's delete it from here. Let's get rid of this also. I wanted to create it here. So I will go to the code that was generated for me. Then I will put comma here. I will paste here. So now this is the filtered rows was the previous step. This is the reference of previous step. So now here in our case, the previous step is source, right? Control C. Okay. So as of now, we have an error for this comma. So now how you can debug this? Let's click done. Go back. Click on advanced editor. Look at first step. It is comma. And then the source is this, right? So then after source, we need to take this. Okay, FPLP sheet. So then this is the filtered row. So now let's go back and check what we have done wrong. You guys are following, right? Yeah. So can someone tell me what is wrong here?
I need to replace with that sheet. I mean, column table.
Sorry.
I think we need to replace the table.
This thing. No, I don't think so. Let's try to add one step here earlier. Let's get rid of everything. So basically in the first step, like it will face some issues. So when you will be doing it in the another step, like once we have the steps in place, it will be too easy. So right now, like it is very, what to say, it become more headache for us, right? So let's try to do something here. Let's try to change this to text. It is already text. I think we have everything here. Let's do it like with the conditions itself. It will not take much time. Otherwise, like we will get confused. Customer feedback. So basically, these are the trick that I was showing to you. That is like it is very appreciable when you have so many columns that you have created accidentally, and then you need to copy that here. So might be like in the coming classes when we have more steps involved. So then I will show you how it will work. Equals to 500 greater than or equals to 500. Then it will be what we have used most loved, right? Less than or equals to greater than or equals to 0, needs attention. Okay, then next is reviews. No, this is not required. Can get rid of this, and it was no data available. Okay, so now this is the column that we have created. So now let me load the data and create a simple visual for you. So now once you click on save and apply, so your data will get loaded. Okay, so now we have a data loaded here. We have only 4 minutes left. I will quickly create one visual for you. So now we have a column which is added, right? So suppose that is our business, what to say, requirement, where we need to report how many products are most loved by the people, how many needs attention, and how many were there. For those, there is no review available. So for that, so let's use this pie chart. So now once you click on that pie chart, it is here. So this is our final table, right? So then what we will do, we will take this rating. Okay, and we will take this product ID into values, and we will do the count. It will automatically doing the count. So why, like, which was the column that we have created? Can someone tell me? Like, why we are not getting here that most loved?
The customer feedback.
Yeah, so this is the mistake that is there. So customer feedback is the one that we have created. We need to put it here in legend. So here you can see like 557 products are there who are most loved by the people, and 14 needs the attention, and this is 2.45% of the total value. So basically legend will, what it will does is it will bifurcate the data on the basis of the column which is dragged here or which is added here. So values is nothing but it will give you the count. So here you can see, like, you can count distinct, you can count distinct will not count the duplicates, but count will count the duplicates. If I will take count, so you can see here, like, it is counting the count is more, right? So that means it is counting duplicates. So similarly, there are details, tooltips that we'll be going through later. So I think we should stop here now. So I'll continue working on this report in the next session also. So I will identify a data set where we will work on merge queries also. And then in the next step, we will do the transformation steps, more transformation steps. We will start with that. And I will be giving you the shortcut how to do it through advanced editor also. But if you guys are facing issue, so then like it is recommended to repeat the steps because those are UAE based only. So yeah. So then after that, we will be creating DAX also. So DAX will be one session after that. So then I will be giving you the idea how to get the data, how to extract the information from the string. So all those things are in the pipeline. So guys, let's meet tomorrow. So now I'm open to doubt. So that was it for today.
Indrajit, actually,
Guys, I
in
have
last
published.
class, hello.
Yes, Chan.
In last class, you said some website, right, to get the data, free data
Oh, yes.
to
Sorry.
use. Can you please tell me the website?
Yeah, I completely forgot that. Yes, thanks for reminding. So is my screen visible?
And also, guys, in the WhatsApp, I have forwarded 5 or 6 videos from KSR on Power BI. If you guys want to review those before you come to the class.
Yeah,
We
thank
are
you.
not
Thank
in
you.
the group right now.
You're not in the group.
Yes, I think they will be added
So
once
going
they have
forward,
enrolled.
will we get what is being covered for tomorrow? Like in that case, we can just go to the topics once, and any doubt we can.
No, I think that is
Uh,
not required. But if you want, you can. I think Mahesh will be sharing the plan with you. So then, like you can get that. So right now, like today, we were having facing some issues, right? Like what is the how many times the licenses will be refreshing, and what will be the storage limit and all those things. So if you want to check all those things, so you can go and explore. So you will be getting more idea about the product, right? Because those things you have to by heart only, right? Yes, Deep, you were giving some suggestion. Please go ahead.
Yes, what I was saying, I mean, these guys said that they are not in a WhatsApp group. So how do you get notification to join? You are not in a WhatsApp group. You are not in any KSR WhatsApp group, the general
no,
announcement. Then
no.
how do you join?
Actually, one of your representative, they sent the link to me
Oh,
personally.
that's okay. So yours is an isolated one case, but what are the other major, like, rest of the 24 people? Are you guys having access to that WhatsApp group where you get
No.
notification for free
Might
sessions?
I'm in
Once
the
we
group
make a
for of
payment,
the
then only we
Yes,
KSR.
I
can add to
have.
the group, right? So we just start. This is the initial process, right?
Yeah, I'll have a word with Mahesh regarding this. So if some of you are not there, I'll get you added. I'll have a word regarding this. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So this
Indrajit, I have a
It is
suggestion for you. Can you?
just
KSR Fabric Web
just
Fab
just a
group.
sec. Just a sec. So basically, this is the website where you can get the data models. So if you click here, so then data. If you click on data set, there will be a lot of data sets which will be available. So then you can download from here. Yeah. Now give me the next doubt or suggestion someone was giving.
Yes, and I have doubt. So we told that for external sources, right? We need to use the ODBC drivers, right?
Yeah.
So let's say 3 developers are working on the 3 requirements. It has to connect to the different source. It is not available in the Power BI services.
Yeah.
Each developer can need to install the ODBC drivers in their local machine, or
Yes. In case suppose you are working with MongoDB, okay,
yeah,
and you are working on different collections there. So collections are nothing but table in NoSQL databases. Okay. So suppose you, me, and Deep, we three are working on that. We three are working on our local systems. Okay. So in that case, all three of us should have ODBC set up in your local system. Only then we will be able to connect to the data source.
ODBC.
Yeah.
It is like data gateway, right?
Correct. Kind of gateway. You can, like in layman term, we can say it is a data gateway only. So basically, ODBC is the data connection.
Yeah.
Oracle
I'm working
database,
with
I think it
one
is
of the
some.
data gateway to connect to the SQL server to Power Automate. So
Yes, it is required. Like if you are working with the non-cloud resources, so then the gateway is required, whether it is Power
Yes.
Automate Cloud or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have the data storage connection modes, right? We have 3: direct query, import, and next, right?
Yes.
Then the next means we can bind the data. I mean, we can import the data from different data sources, right? Like within the one
Yeah.
tool.
So basically, Jogi, like in Power BI, we have so many data sources which
Yeah.
are supported, right?
Yes.
So suppose you are having a requirement, some of data is coming from Excel files, some
Yeah.
of the data is coming from SQL Server, right? So for a single report, you will be loading the data from multiple sources, right?
Okay.
So it can be the case from the SQL Server, you are loading the data in direct query mode, and from other, you will be loading the data in import
Okay.
mode,
So
right? So
there is no limit, right? We can add many data sources using the next time.
yes. So previously the limit on this import was 1 GB. I think someone mentioned it is increased to 10 GB. I need to check on that. So like basically the what to say issue or fortunate thing that happens with this products is they are changing like in every month you are getting new features added.
Yes,
In
yes,
every month everything is getting upgraded. Okay, so all these things limit and all they keep changing on the basis of
Yeah,
licenses, on
just
the basis of demands.
for interview speakers.
Yeah. Interview purposes, this import mode, this like data storages mode, these things are very important. Like you need to know the nuances behind this, like how these things work. As I have already explained, that is more than enough.
Okay, yeah, I will go through once.
Yeah. Yes, Pimla.
Yeah. Can you confirm tomorrow that 10 GB or 1 GB it is?
Let
Because
me check
previous,
it right away.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
check it right
I
away.
need a confirmation that one tomorrow.
Oh, no worries. I'll give you right away. Power BI
Sure.
desktop
Yeah.
import model limit. So basically for data hours, it is 2 billion rows. And the limit, the rows that it will be able to handle is 1 billion. That I checked few days back. Let me check the limit. So yeah, so for free users, it is 1 GB. The 1 GB I was giving you, it was for free users. We are, as of now, you must not have any license associated with your ID, right? So if you're using this Power BI, it is for free, right? So then it is 1 GB. If you have the pro license, then it is 10 GB.
Okay.
Okay, and then for
Yeah.
premium, I guess it is 100 GB, but premium will be too costly.
Yeah. And one more thing also, this refresh also, normal one is it less, and pro user it will be more, right?
Yes.
Refresh.
Everything. Yeah. I'll give you every detail. So
Yeah,
in
please.
10 days we have. So you will get to know so many things, even which are not related to Power BI, like the nuances I will be giving you, the background. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank
Clear
you.
with the limit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Someone have raised the hand.
Please tell me.
Yes. Hi, Mickey.
Okay, thanks. Please tell me this the data set of previously used, or I need this just the review data sets.
Sorry, I was not able to follow you. Can you come again, please?
Just please the name of the data set name for the previously used.
Previously used what? Sorry.
Data shades name
Data
something
set.
is asking. Data
Yeah,
shades.
yeah.
The data sheet name, the data sheet name
Column.
that I'm using in the Power BI service, Power BI desktop.
Power BI desktop, yeah.
Yeah, that is the free data set that I have downloaded from Kaggle. So you can download anything and you can start exploring it. Yeah, like you can explore the data query mode, right? Like
What is the name?
Kaggle.com.
Yeah, I know Kaggle.com.
Yeah.
But the table name.
Flipkart laptop data set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys,
Thanks.
it is recommended to all of you to go and download the data set from there and do all the transformation steps. Just explore the tool. So the more you explore, the more you will be able to relate, and more ideas you will get in the transformation. As someone mentioned very correctly today, like this is what we are following, but we can do that in the optimized way, like that, right? So I want you to come up with those ideas. So it is very what to say. I felt very happy at that time.
Like more doubts.
Yeah. Go ahead. I am here only for doubts.
Okay.
Yeah, Bimla, please.
Indrajit,
Yes. Who's this? Yeah, Chan.
It's me, Chan. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you can you give me a daily assignments? We can complete and show you the next class. You know, i- if you give the some like assignments way of type, it's much
Yes.
interest to complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chan, basically, for me, like this is my what to say, individual preference. So not limit your thought process. So basically, I want you to give all the things first. Like these are the things which are available, and I want you to brainstorm and create something for me that is out of the box. So if I am asking you, okay, Chan, load this data and change, replace this null to ABC and do that. So then I think I am limiting your what to say. I'm limiting your thinking availability, right? I want you
Thoughts.
to, yeah. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to follow it in textbook way. Obviously, like I will give
Okay.
you the data set and I want you to create a report out of it. But I want you to
Okay.
use your intelligence there. I want you to come
Mm-hmm.
up with various ideas, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Because we don't have experience in Power BI. Even this is the like this is the first class and second class of
yeah, yeah.
mine. Uh,
So
so
like,
that's
is
why.
it like, are you getting a feeling like previous experience is required for that? This is just a feedback I'm asking.
No, 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 not
No, not at
required.
all.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, I'm getting your point. It is too engaging. Like when I'm giving you the assignments and then you are working on that and then you will be working, right? It will be good for, might be good for you. And if I am a student, like might be I'll not work on that. So it depends from person to person. So like
yeah,
once like 3-4 sessions are, I'll give you one data set and then you can work on that and you can create some Power BI report out of it and then we can discuss.
yeah, got you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yes, I
one
think.
doubt I have. One
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah. Who is this?
This is Ran.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Roy.
Just one thing. Being the Power Platform developers are applying for it. So
Your
this is
voice is too low. Can you please
one
speak
second.
bit louder?
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, it is much better now. Please go ahead.
Yes, yes. I'm asking, being a Power Platform developer, in means how much effort I need to give to this Power BI tool. So how
Yes,
should I
Roy, like it is good to know about everything end to end. Okay. So you might be working on a role where you need only Power BI and Power Apps. Okay. You might be working on a role in the Power Platform where you will be needing only Power Apps and Power Automate. Like it totally depends on your project, like how the project is designed, what is the requirement. So if reporting requirement is not at all there in your project, so then you will be working on Power Apps and Power Automate or chatbots, right? So in that case, like it is not required, but I would suggest, like if you know everything end to end, so then you will be having edge over the people, right? So suppose you are having two people in the team and there is only one project where like data analysis things are also required, like related to Power BI, right? So like people should be knowing like how to create visualizations, how to do the reporting and all. So then obviously, like who is knowing the Power BI, they will be getting the priority, right? So for becoming a Power Platform developer, knowing Power BI is also a vital part.
oh, oh,
Yeah.
I need to be little
You,
bit focus on Power BI also because I'm more focusing on Canvas and model driven apps. So I need to focus a bit more.
yeah. You should, like if you are going through this course and if you are working on this like 10 to 12 sessions, I think we have dedicated. So I think it will be more than enough.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes, Pratish.
Hi, Indrajit.
Hi.
So when we enroll this course, like, do we get a credential to use Power Apps?
Yes, you will be getting the ID created with the KSR domain. So then you will be getting access to online Excel, online Word, and all the Power Platform tools like Power Automate, Power BI, all those things.
Okay. So when will be the Power Apps it's going to start?
It will start after, I guess, 12 lectures. 12 sessions will be on Power BI and then it will get start.
Okay, but actually, I'm free now. Like, can I get a credential and like I can practice now if I get any
For
credential?
this, you can have a word with Mahesh, Pratish. So then I
Okay.
think he will be the right person to guide you on this.
Okay, Indrajit.
Yeah. Yes. Anything else, guys? Okay, guys. I think we are 13 minutes over. So I'll try to complete it in 1.5 hour. So we will try to have a content like that. So you might be for most of you it might be working, right? So we will plan accordingly. Okay.
Okay, okay, then. Thank you.